The Warriors have a Moses Moody problem. Or you could say Moses Moody has a Warriors problem. This dude went from inconsistent minutes to now DMPs the last two games. And it's really unfair to him the way that Steve Kerr's been doing in the last couple of years because he hasn't been able to get on the floor. And he's been the most consistent player since him and Kaminga got drafted. Out of the young players, really. And it's crazy how out of all the youngsters, he's the oddball out. It's like he was like kind of the most consistent up until like they started giving Pods all the minutes, then they started giving Trace all those minutes. But it was like Wiggins was crapping himself. Clay continues to crap himself on the court, chucking bad shots. Either he's chucking shots and missing, or he's just missing, or he's just ineffective on defense. And Moses, I'm doing the same thing Kendrick Perkins was doing. Moses Moody, anytime he gets out on the floor, he gives them energy, plays high level defense. Well, compared to all the other perimeter players that they have, plays higher level defense than anybody else plays. Shoots the three ball well, doesn't clog up the offense, moves the ball well. He at least tries to play team defense. Doesn't lose sight of his man as much as the other players do. Even Kaminga does it. He still does it a lot, but he's able to stay on the floor due to like Kaminga's being so bad and his athleticism, and they kind of got a lot vested in Kaminga. They probably gonna let Wiggins go because Kaminga took his spot. I don't think he giving Wiggins that spot back. But the Warriors should just trade Moses, man. Like trade him and at least give him an opportunity to play somewhere else because he's not gonna get any minutes with Steve Kerr having this infatuation with wanting to play his vet so much. Even that game, what game was it? I forget what game it was. It might have been it was the Clippers game. That Clippers game we had that 11 in the fourth quarter, and he got subbed out for Clay. Then it happened again a couple games later. It was like, dude, you waited all game. Finally dusted him off and brought him off the bench. He played well. Then you just snatch him out for a player who wasn't even playing well that game, or for the stretch of games for the seat in the season. And it's like at this point, it's kind of messed up what they doing to the dude, man. At least if you're gonna do that, put him on the trade block. See if you can get like some picks for him or something. Then like attach the picks to Wiggins or even Draymond. Like the least they could do is ask Moses, is it any way like usually they don't do that with young players. But if you feel like you log jam with all these guards and forwards, trade him out of there and get him to a spot where he can at least show he could play. Even if it's one of the bottom feeding teams, like to Charlotte or something like that. Or like Detroit. At least like send him somewhere where he could get some playing time and at least show what he's capable of. Instead of just sitting on the bench for a coach who makes excuses why he don't play him. But he has every reason in the world to play him. He just doesn't do it. And it's like the dude, he doesn't show any bad attitude. He goes into interviews, gives like the company answers, shows like a positive attitude. And all the vets say he's like the old soul out of all the young dudes. Like he's the most professional young player they've been around. He's like the most professional player besides like Looney. And it's like at least do that solid. At least trade him somewhere, get like a second round pick for him, or swap him with somebody else's role player, or like an expiring contract or something, or another vet, a vet that you might play because you definitely ain't gonna play Moody. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They should just trade the dude and just like let him put him out of his misery, like send him somewhere else. At least let the dude have a future in the NBA. Because at this point, they're just letting the dude collect dust, and all the other teams don't even really get a good look at him because he never plays.